Hello dear students, welcome back to physics online class. In last class we got that expression for time period of oscillation of the magnetic needle when the needle is placed in a uniform magnetic field, right? So we got that final equation, look at here, that is T, which is equal to 2 pi into square root of I divided by m into b, right? This is the connecting formula. Here I represents that magnetic moment, I represents that moment of inertia, m represents that magnetic field, where b represents that magnetic field strength. So this is the required expression for the time period of oscillation of the magnetic needle when the needle is placed in uniform magnetic field. Now in today's session, so we'll discuss some neat applications related to this time period of oscillation of the magnetic needle, right? For example, I will take that first application. I will take one bar magnet or magnetic needle I will take. So that magnetic needle is oscillating in a uniform magnetic field, right? Another identical magnet I will take. That magnetic needle is also oscillating in the same magnetic field. Then ratio of their time period I can consider. Look at here. Consider a magnetic needle. I will take one magnetic needle is oscillating. That needle is oscillating. That needle is oscillating in uniform magnetic field. That needle is oscillating in uniform magnetic field, and time taken I will take it as t1. Then t1 is time taken. Now I will take that similar magnet, so similar magnetic needle that is also oscillating in the same uniform magnetic field. Then its time taken is t2. t1 is the time taken and t2 is the time taken by another similar needle. Then I will take that similar needle. I said similar needle means moment of inertia and magnetic field will be same. Look at here, similar magnetic needle I will consider and it is oscillating in a same magnetic field. Then here I and B will be the same. Then I will take that t1 by t2 value, ratio I will take it here. What suppose I have to take? I have to take the ratio. So this magnet, first magnet having that magnetic moment m1 and second magnet having that magnetic moment m2. From this equation, time period is inversely proportional to square of its magnetic moment. T is inversely proportional to square of its magnetic moment. Then what will be the equation? Square root of m2 by m1. This is the answer when the similar magnetic needle is supposed to oscillate in a same magnetic field. Then relation between time period and magnetic moment. Next I will consider, for example, a needle. So for example I will consider magnetic needle. Take this is magnetic needle, right? This is south pole, another one is north pole. Consider magnetic needle of magnetic moment m, right? Its magnetic moment is m and time taken is, look at here, time taken I will consider, time taken by the magnet to oscillate in uniform magnetic field. Time taken is t1. What's the time taken here? Time taken by this needle is t1. Then another identical magnet is placed over this needle. I will take another magnet. That magnet is placed over this. Instead of needle, you will take it as bar magnet. It is simpler to draw. This is one needle, consists of south pole and north pole. It is oscillating in a uniform magnetic field. Its time taken is t1, right? Then another similar magnet is placed over it. I will take another magnet and I will place over the first magnet. Here in such way I will place. Here like poles are in contact. Here south are in contact and north are in contact. Here similar magnet is placed over it, like poles are in touch. Then time taken will be I need to find out that what is the time taken if that another similar identical magnet is placed over it. Here if that like poles are in getting contact means direction of the magnetic moment, second magnet having that magnetic moment m2, first magnet having that magnetic moment m1. Here both are in the same direction means I need to add here. So moment of inertia of the first magnet and second magnet, so that is also same identical magnet means here also I, here also I, so this becomes 2I. Here look at here m dash which is equal to 2m. Here for example these two similar magnet means it's having magnetic moment m, it is also having magnetic moment m, both are in the same direction, south are in contact, north are in contact means m plus m, that is 2m here, and I dash which is equal to I plus I, so that is 2I here. Then new time period I can consider t2 I will take, or t dash you can take, right, which is equal to 2 pi into square root of I dash divided by m dash into b, right. Look at here t2 which is equal to 2 pi into square root of, instead of I dash I will take 2I here 2I, instead of m dash here 2m into b, this 2 term will get cancelled out, again that I divided by m into b, so 2 pi is same. Look at here, then I will take it here time period t2 which is equal to t1 only. Look at here t2 which is equal to t1, the time taken will be same here. If you place that one more magnet over this magnet, time period will be remains same. So what is my conclusion? Time period is remains same here. So time period is remains same if you place one more magnet over the first magnet, so time period of oscillation does not get changes if that like poles are in contact. I will take that another condition here, if unlike poles are in contact, if unlike poles are in contact, look at the situation here, south pole north pole, and here unlike poles means north and south. Here now these two magnet having that moment of inertia I only, and direction of m is reverse here, so this is m for second magnet, this is m for first magnet, so both are opposite direction means m dash which is equal to m minus of m, that is 0. New magnetic moment will be 0 if it is in opposite direction. Then t dash which is equal to 2 pi into square root of I dash divided by m dash into b. If m dash which is equal to 0, 1 by 0 means, so that is infinite. So what does the mean of that infinite here? That is it won't get oscillate in other way, so it will take infinite time to oscillate. So what does the mean of infinite here? It will take infinite time to oscillate. It means that so this needle will not get oscillate, so that is this needle does not get oscillate. So this needle will not get oscillate if like poles are in contact, so time period will not get changes here. Time period will be remain same as that of initial one. If unlike poles are in contact means, so that needle will not get oscillate here. So this is the conclusion. We'll go for that another case here. I will take one magnetic needle or bar magnet you can consider. I will cut into a n number of pieces. So in first class also we discussed about that number of pieces in a horizontal manner and in a vertical manner. We got that equation for that magnetic moment. In those cases I will take use of that application and I will apply here. Look at here. We'll take one bar magnet or magnetic needle here. Consider a magnet of magnetic moment M. Its magnetic moment will be M, and it is cut into n number of pieces, and I will cut this magnet into n number of pieces perpendicular to its length. Right, look at here. This is one bar magnet, right? I will cut this bar magnet perpendicular to its length. So this is length here, that is 2L. I will cut this bar magnet perpendicular to its length. Then what about the time period? Then new time period is, initial time period you can take it as t, new time period I will take it as t dash. So in these cases first I want to determine what is the new magnetic moment. So m dash which is equal to m by n, right? That I will take that moment of inertia in this case. Look at here, moment of inertia for thin rod, so that is, so I divided by, so m into L divided by 12, that is the formula you learnt in first PUC. Just I will take use of that formula, m by n which is equal to L by n whole square divided by 12 here, right? Just I will rearrange here. So moment of inertia becomes m by L square divided by n into n square, so that is n cube, or whole I will take it. Look at here, m into L square divided by n into n square, n cube into 12, that is, this entire thing will be old moment of inertia, and new moment of inertia will be I dash which is equal to I divided by n cube. So you may remember this formula, I dash which is equal to I by n cube, m dash which is equal to m by n. Then new time period t dash which is equal to 2 pi into square root of I dash divided by m dash into b, right? T dash which is equal to 2 pi into square root of I dash means I divided by n cube, and m dash means m by n, it will comes to numerator here into b. One term will get cancelled out here. T dash which is equal to 2 pi into square root of I divided by n square into nb. N square I will take outside the bracket here, 2 pi by n I divided by m into b. 2 pi into square root of I divided by mb, which is equal to old time period of oscillation. Then t dash which is equal to t by n. What is the final conclusion here? Look at here. I will consider a magnet, bar magnet or magnetic needle. I will cut into a n number of pieces perpendicular to its length. Remember here, perpendicular to its length means magnetic moment becomes m by n, whereas moment of inertia which is equal to I divided by n cube, moment of inertia for thin rod which is equal to, so m into L divided by 12. So I will reuse that formula, it becomes m by n here, L square means L by N whole square. Finally it becomes I dash, which is equal to I divided by N cube. After simplifying the new time period of oscillation, if you cut that magnet perpendicular to its length, time period will be T dash, which is equal to T by N. So time period is decreases by N number of times. So means however you can cut the magnet. If you cut the magnet 5 times, so time period is decreases by 5 times here. T dash, which is equal to T by N. One more possibility is there. I will cut that magnet along its length, right? This is magnet. If you cut that magnet into n number of pieces along its length, next fourth application I will take. If n number of pieces is cut along its length, look at here, along its length, then I can consider here the new magnetic moment, which is equal to m dash, which is equal to m by n, new moment of inertia, which is equal to m by n into L square only. So I cut along its length value does not get changes here, so only L square. Here I took it as L by n whole square. Why? Because perpendicular to its length. Here along its length means length does not get changes here. Divide by 12, so I dash, which is equal to I by n. I got I dash value as well as m dash value. T dash, which is equal to 2 pi into square root of I dash divided by m dash into b. Simplify this one. 2 pi into square root of I dash means I by n, m dash means m by n into b. These two terms will get cancelled out, so T dash, which is equal to T I can consider. So if you cut that magnet along its length, time period will be remain same. So time period does not get changes, it is remains same. Time period will be remains same. So hope you get this.